Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the energy for this upcoming week, which is July 27th through August 2nd, 2026. So, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. This is a brand new deck, so I thought I would break it in with this week's reading. So let's go ahead and look at the overall energy for this week. So we do have a full moon in Aquarius on, I'm pretty sure it's the 29th. So on Wednesday. So that should be pretty interesting. So the devil just popped out. I was, and it's funny that that popped out because the reason why I feel this full moon in Aquarius will be interesting is I feel like a lot of issues around lifestyle changes are going to come up with this full moon. I think this moon is going to point out where changes need to be made, and most likely where changes in your everyday life need to be made. So that's funny that the devil popped out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card as the overall energy this week. So we're looking at, not that the energy is going to be devilish, but we're looking at ways that we become distracted, the things that distract us that maybe aren't the healthiest, the way that we cope with stress, the way that we self soothe. So pay attention to what kind of throws you off, what kind of rocks your world a little bit, and pay attention to what is being shown to you this week. I think that that will be really interesting to see what comes up. I do love this devil card. There's a whole bunch of little demons down here. I don't know if you can see all of that, but I just think I just think it's an interesting card. There's a lot going on. Um, so that is going to be the card for the overall energy this week. So you can also think of the devil card as maybe passions that are out of control or putting your ego first. It's also, this card's ruled by Saturn, so you can look at this as a lack of discipline and structure. So where do you need more discipline and better structure? Pay attention to what comes up this week. So let's look at, what can you expect? Do I want to look at that? I feel like we already kind of covered that. Let's look at what can pull you out of alignment. So what can pull you out of alignment this week? Let's see what we get. Yeah, we've got the three of swords. So I feel like these are old stories from the past that are coming. I was going to say old stories from the past coming back to haunt you. That might be a little dramatic, but stories from the past. It's almost it's almost a little bit of a victim energy coming up here, because I feel like these are old wounds that have partially healed. So that makes me kind of curious, um, as to why you're picking at a partially scabbed over wound. Um, Maybe it is linked into this devil energy. Maybe there's something that just kind of throws you off this week, that causes you to feel maybe slightly out of control. Yeah, it's an interesting thing here, and I do feel like it's more of a mental with this card here. I feel like it's more of a mental thing. I don't think these are um this isn't anything new. These are old stories. This that are But it feels like you are intentionally bringing these old stories up. Um so why? Why is that coming up? Are you doing it as a way of um not moving forward, or is a reason to not progress? Like, there's a reason why you're bringing these old stories up. You've done a lot of work around healing these old stories, these old wounds. So What's going on behind that? I think I would ask those kinds of questions and see what comes up. Um, for some of you, I'm hearing it's you're doing it because you are wanting to feel something. So perhaps your current lifestyle is potentially numbing you out so you're not able to feel. So maybe bringing up these painful stories is a way of helping you connect with your emotions again. So take a look at that, because I do feel like these two cards go hand in hand. There's something here with these two cards. um Very interesting. It feels like a very specific message too. So okay, so let's look at, so that this is what can pull you out of alignment. But I also feel like it can help get you into alignment. Just don't wallow in this energy, but I feel like it can tell you something really important about yourself. I feel like it can help point out where maybe some of your blind spots are. So I think that it can be helpful in that regard. So yeah, pay attention to that. Where do you find flow this week? Where do you find momentum? And I'm hearing going within. Where do you find momentum this week? Let's see what we've got. Whoops. Nice. 10 of Cups. What a beautiful card. Where do you find momentum? I kind of feel like this is also where you find your comfort. Within your community, your family, the people that really matter, spending time with the people that matter, whether that's family, friends, these are going to be close connections, people that you feel safe with, people that you can express yourself around, you can be yourself. That is where you're going to find momentum, comfort. It's where you're going to fill your cup. It's a really beautiful card. Um, Deep emotional, fulfilling connections. That's the medicine for this week. That's the medicine for this week. I think that's going to help put things into a really nice perspective for you as well. So, yeah, your people matter. Your close friends, family, the people you trust, your pets. You see that little cat? I think that's so cute. I love this version of the 10 of Cups. Sitting around a fire, different generations, just hanging out, spending time under the stars. I think that's a really pretty card. So I'm just looking at what we have here. So we have Saturn. We have the 3 of Swords. That's also Saturn. And then we've got the 10 of Cups. That's going to be Mars. So heavy Saturn energy. Saturn's not always a fun planet, but it definitely shows you where you can improve, where you might be flailing around a bit. It Saturn's father time. It's discipline. It's structure. It's all of that. All of that kind of not fun stuff sometimes. Okay. It's also, and I wonder if maybe that's part, I don't want to say problem because it isn't necessarily a problem, but I do wonder if that is kind of what, so we have that full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius and Saturn, the energy of Saturn are so totally different. So I wonder if that's where you bump up against some resistance here, because Aquarius is such a fun-loving energy. It's not very emotional, so in that regard, it kind of has a Saturn feel. Um, but Saturn is so structured, and Aquarian energy is not very structured. So I wonder if that's where some of the resistance that I'm feeling in this week, maybe that's where you bump up against it. All right, so let's go ahead and just get a final message from Spirit for this week. Final message. What would you like us to know or consider? as we go through this week. My ears are ringing. Nice. We've got the 2 of wands here. So what I'm going to say is and I think I say this a lot, but give yourself something to look forward to, plan for your future, plan a trip, plan an adventure, plan something with a partner, something that gives you just give yourself something to look forward to. I love the energy of the 2 of wands and also the 2 or the 3 of wands. I love the energy of those cards. Um, it's not rushing into anything. It's probably not taking action this week, but plan something for the future. Stay in your heart, connect with people that really matter. Take great care of yourself. Remember, the medicine of this week is connecting with friends, family, people that really matter. Watch out for habits, behaviors that could trip you up or send you back into old stories or old patterns that don't serve you. Pay attention to where you might be falling into a victim mentality. The 2 of wands, that's also Mars. So we we have two Mars and 2 Saturn energies here. Um, I just find that interesting. I like to watch for patterns. So Saturn is authority, discipline, responsibility, time and space. It's also self mastery. And then the energy of Mars here is taking action, asserting yourself. It's your energy, your desire, it's your courage, it's your life force in a lot of ways. So that's what's coming up this week for you. Um, yeah, so take great care of yourself, you guys. I am still putting up the videos for the mid-year review. I think I'm putting up Cancer and Leo next. So watch out for those. And I do have the summer special running until September 1st. The link is below if you'd like to book that reading. Take great care of yourself, and I will talk to you very soon.